Hello there. My name is Pigspoo, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about something that has been bothering me particularly today. It's been really bad, so I wanted to talk about it while I have everything on my mind and I have this feeling in me. I have been battling with depression for 10 years now. I am 21. I've had it for a very long time. Um, and it has never gone away. You would think maybe after a while, after you get used to it, after some good things happen, it would go away. But it never did. And it's still with me even today. And it has bothered me more today, which is why I wanted to make this video. So, whenever I was a kid, I was young. I was a really good kid. I was a normal kid. I would run around, I would have fun, I would play two-hand touch. That's what it is. I would play two-hand touch football. Where you do that, you touch people instead of tackling them. I do that with people at my apartments. And with my brother. We would have a good time. And one day, my papa was diagnosed with cancer. Papa being your grandfather. It's a southern thing. We call them papas here. Well, it depends on person to person, but my papa was diagnosed with cancer, and he battled with cancer for a very long time, and it eventually got him. And me and my family went to the Cancer Treatment of America. I think that's what it's called, Cancer Treatments of America, and they had amazing gelato there. He would not stop talking about the gelato that they had there, which was really funny. But he loved the gelato there, and it was really good gelato. But we were there for a long time. We were there for like a week, I would say. It's been a long time. Like he died a very long time ago. But we were there for maybe a week, and he eventually died in his sleep. We said our goodbyes to him the day before, and he died in his sleep. And that death, because I was really close with him. I was really close with him. He was like a second father to me. Like how a grandfather should be. A second father. And we were very close. And so he died. He died of cancer, and that had a really big impact on me. And that was the main catalyst. Well, that was one of the catalysts. Um, Around that same time, I would also have uh, a major surgery, a major surgery that would change my life. It was surgery that I needed to live. Basically, if I didn't have that surgery, I would be dead by now. And it was all major altering surgery. And it's actually, after having surgeries like that, there is a very good chance, like a 50% chance, that it actually completely changes your psyche and completely changes your personality. And so I had that death on my mind, and I had that surgery that happened to me as well. And I just completely changed as a person. I was completely different. I've never been the exact same person that I was before then. You know, I've it just completely changed me. And ever since then, I been battling with depression. I was diagnosed with clinical depression uh, around a little bit after that time, just a little bit after the surgery. And I've had it. I've had it for a very long time. It's never gone away. And the and so much stuff has happened since then, so much good and so much bad. But it really changed me in around middle school. And around middle school, I just elementary school. I had all these friends. I had a lot of people that I played with, and we would play, like, I had a friend named Hogan, and we would play Call of Duty, but we would go outside and play Call of Duty. We would like act like we had like the M14, and we'd peek around corners, and we'd like imagine we were Soap and Captain Price, and he was actually Australian, so he did a really good like Captain Price impression, and it was, we had fun like that. And I played Cops and Robbers. I had a group of friends that we would play Cops and Robbers together, and that was really fun. I was in good health around then, and then middle school came, and then all those changes came with the dying, the surgery, and then middle school, and I completely changed as a person. I just wasn't happy anymore. I was very introverted. Um, I had I had barely any friends actually. I had one friend from elementary school who went to that one. Actually, two friends who went to elementary school who went to that same middle school that I actually was friends with, that I actually knew of and was friends with. We had dark humor. I was a very dark kid because, all this shit happened to me, so how could I not have a dark sense of humor? Um, and a lot of shit happened then. But I never got to the point in middle school where I was happy, proper happy. Aside from when I had my first love, I was happy with her, but then a lot of shit happened, and the whole relationship just was not very a happy relationship, and that really ruined me. And then I went into high school with that relationship, and I got bullied out of high school, well, bullied out of that school. I ended up going to a different one because what happened was I was with my girl, and she moved away and we broke up. And her friends who were still at my school uh, talked to everybody, and what they did was they painted me as a villain who cheated on her and who did all this shit to her and all that stuff. And I didn't do anything to her. I didn't do anything to her, and she hated me, and her friends hated me. And eventually one of her friends apologized to me just a year and a half ago, actually, for the first time. She talked to me for the first time in years, and she apologized to me, and she never talked to me again after that. That situation just really fucked me up. And because I went to a different school, I was extremely depressed. I did an online school, and so I wasn't able to really do anything in physical class. And I ended up having my GPA completely lowered. And now I wasn't able to get a scholarship into college because I didn't have that GPA that I needed because I had a really high one, and now I just don't have it anymore. And so, that's been really hard on me. That's made me even more depressed for the past few years, because I'm thinking, why did I mess that up, why did I mess that up and basically ruin this section of my life for that, and I've had arguments with my friends. My friends have come and gone. I only have I have two best friends, I would say, right now. Two best friends. And one of them I've been friends with since elementary school, So I don't think I'll ever stop being friends with him, He's awesome. He understands everything. Whenever we get into an argument, we apologize to each other, and we're like, "Man, that was fucking stupid." And he's like, "Yeah, I agree." And then we're friends again, And it's just, you need to have friends and family that can lift you up, But at times you just don't have them there when you need them, Like, you just don't have them there, And so you get more depressed, you get more sad. Maybe you want to do something. Maybe you want to be like me today. You want to go and do something so you can get your mind off of everything, so you can have a little bit of fun, or maybe just so you can do something, And I don't have any friends to do anything with today because everybody's busy. Everybody's gone. Everybody's doing anything. And I have videos I need to edit, and I don't even feel like editing them because I'm just bothered. I just don't feel like doing anything. And it's not like, oh, Blair, I don't want to do this. It's, man, I just can't fucking do anything right now. I just don't have that emotion and that drive to do something right now, And that's how it's been for a long time. It is an indescribable feeling that you get when you have depression. And it just does something to you, you know? It changes you. You don't want to do anything, or whenever you do stuff, it's just not good enough, you know? I've made so many videos on YouTube, on this channel, and on my history channel, and they just don't. Some of them do well, some of them don't, you know, and I understand that. But it still feels bad, you know, and you put so much effort into it, and, you know, I'm going to keep making those videos. I'm going to keep doing it, you know, because I don't want to stop. I want this to be my hobby, and I want this to hopefully eventually be something really good and really big and really nice, you know. And I don't even play video games anymore when I'm not recording, you know. Like, I started Mass Effect, but I don't play Mass Effect anymore. I joined a new D&D group, which has been pretty fun, actually. So that's pretty nice, you know. You get some new friends, try and do a new D&D group. That helps out. That helps out a lot. But you got to get used to them first, you know. I'm the kind where I talk silently or talk quietly, and I don't really talk very much, you know. But once I get used to them, then I'll start talking. I'll start talking a lot more, and I'll start being more open. But you have to get used to them if you're like me, you know. If you're introverted, if you're depressed, you know, it might take you a little bit. But, you know, as someone, if you're depressed, you know, as someone who's depressed, I will say just try and go out there. Make some new friends, talk to people online, you know. Maybe don't use Reddit, but, you know, just meet new people. Go hang out with the friends that you have, and maybe they'll introduce you to some new people, you know. And if you don't want any new friends, then just cherish the friends that you have, you know. Just hang out with them, be happy with them, be like, hey man, I'm really sad right now, I want to do something, or I just want to talk. Which, you know, that's hard for me, that's hard for me to do too. That's really hard for me to do. I can tell my friend, yeah, I'm sad right now, I'm kind of depressed right now, and I can list off the reasons. But it's even harder to be like, yeah, let's go do something. Yeah, let's do something so that I can focus on something else, you know? Especially if they're busy, you know? You don't want to put pressure on them. You don't want to be like, "Hey, let's ignore what you're doing and let's do what I want to do so I can be happier." You know? You don't want to be like that, and I don't want to be like that either. And it just sucks. And that is just makes you more depressed, you know? But yeah, I've dealt with depression for 10 years. It is my beast other than nicotine addiction that I've been dealing with, you know. I have two beasts, depression and nicotine addiction. And man, it blows because nicotine is just going to make you even more sad. But you can't, but whenever you try and quit, you're like, man, I feel awful, but I know what'll make me feel better: nicotine. And then you go to nicotine, and then it makes you feel better, but then it also makes you feel worse. And, you know, I would be a lot happier if I just didn't smoke, if I didn't vape, if I didn't do that shit. And it would be way nicer. I would be healthier. I wouldn't be breathing so heavy. You know, I would probably even lose some weight, you know? And I would like to lose some weight too. But that's about it, you know? I would like to, but I don't have that drive, you know? And I don't want to blame that on depression, you know, but I'm lazy. I don't want to blame that on depression or just pure laziness. I'm just feel like I can't do it, you know? But I mean, I've stopped eating so horrible. I've stopped eating horrible things. I've started drinking smoothies that I've made with fruit. I've stopped drinking and eating stuff with just pure sugar in it, you know? And I've changed medicines and I've lost some weight, you know? And I plan on losing more weight, you know? I'm going to start walking, you know? I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start walking outside, and I'm going to start trying to lose weight. And hopefully that will make me feel better. And I think it will. Physically and mentally, I think it will. And you just have to make yourself do it, you know? It's hard for me to make myself do stuff like this, you know? I didn't even want to record this, but I know I probably should. And I think I should actually, so that I can just talk about this, you know, and it's actually helped me feel better talking about it like this. But it's hard to force yourself to do something whenever you know you need to do it, but you just don't want to. You have to force yourself. You have to have that will to do it. Otherwise, you can't do it. And that is what I struggle with. But damn it, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try. And having those thoughts, you know, having depression, you do have some thoughts sometimes, you know. I haven't had any of those thoughts recently, but you know, I have intrusive thoughts, you know. Not thoughts that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but just intrusive thoughts like, do it, do it, do it, do it. You know? Intrusive thoughts, ones that you can't control, you know? And it happens, you know, everybody has intrusive thoughts. Everybody has thoughts like those. But what you need to do is talk about it. Do what I'm doing. Maybe don't make a YouTube video because that's not good to really put yourself out there like that. I'm just wanting to basically make a kind of video diary type thing. But I wanted to let people know about my experience and show people my experience. And you know, I have had bad days. Not recently. Today's been my worst day that I've had in a month, you know? And I've broke up with my girlfriend. My girlfriend of over a year and a half. I broke up with her, and it didn't make me nearly as sad as I just happened to be today. You know, it still made me sad, of course, and I love her, you know, I still do. We broke up on good terms. But for some reason, just today, everything just feels like it's built up and it's combined and it's just sat its fat fucking ass on my face. You know, that's what it feels like. It just happens sometimes, you know. I've had a lot of good days recently, you know, from changing my diet a little bit, from playing with my friends a little bit more, you know, recording, getting some YouTube stuff done. You know, I've enjoyed doing YouTube. It's made me happy to do this, you know, and I've enjoyed it, and I really hope that it goes somewhere, you know. And I hope that I at least can make a community that will just be like, yeah, that's cool. You know, that's what I want, you know. I'm sorry, I've gone on so many different tangents. It's hard to catch. It's hard to follow where I've already talked about and everything. But this has basically just been a rambling video just about my depression, dealing with it, why it sucks, why I have it, all that stuff, you know. Um but yeah, like I said, I've dealt with depression for 10 years. Haven't gotten rid of it. It's been a thing. I've taken so much medicine for it, but it's just a thing. It will never go away. But I mean, I can still have good days and I can still have bad days. And you can have good days and you can have bad days. And maybe one day your depression will just be gone. But my depression, and I think other people as well who have depression sometimes, it just won't go away. It'll be there. But the thing is that you have to figure out how to live with it. Have your days where you're like, yeah, it's bad today. And your days where it's like, yeah, I'm having a good day today. It's good. You know, and do stuff according to that. You know, if you just want to be by yourself that day, be by yourself. If you want to be with your friends that day, try to be with your friends that day. If you want to have a movie night with your friends, then fuck it. Have a movie night with your friends. And maybe that will make you feel better. But if you know you want it, then yeah, it'll be like, yeah, it'll make you feel better, you know? But just do stuff that'll make you happy and do stuff in accordance with whether it's bad one day or whether it's good one day, you know? But that's I mean I probably have more that I could say, but I'm just not going to say much more. You know, this is it. But thank you for watching. If you want me to make more videos like this, then let me know. Um if you have dealt with stuff like this, let me know. Let me know how you deal with it. Let me know how you live with it, because I would like to know. I would just like to hear about it, you know? I would like to hear how you live with your beast and how much it affects you, because it affects me pretty fucking bad sometimes. But it helps to have people who also go through what you're going through. And if this video helped you realize, hey, people go through what I go through, then I'm glad it helped you. I'm glad that you realized that. And I hope that you can be like, yeah, we might not really know each other, But damn it, we're brothers when it comes to fucking depression because we both live with it and we both deal with it, you know? People live with this shit, and I live with this shit, and you may live with this shit. So just know that you're not alone, you know? You're not alone. But let me know. Just let me know in the comments. Say whatever you want. Say whatever the fuck you want, you know? Let me know everything. Whatever you want. If you just want to say fuck you, then just say fuck you. I don't care. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.